Poor rainfall and extreme heat have written off this year's agricultural season. It's been declared a national disaster. More than a quarter of the country's population will need food aid, and millions of livestock also need rescuing in the coming months. The impending humanitarian crisis is an opportunity for the BRICS nations, previously subdued in dispersing direct food handouts, to extend a hand through more practical interventions. Cash for Assets programs pay vulnerable communities for working on projects like dams and irrigation systems, providing them with much-needed funds to purchase food and other inputs themselves.
The problem is the poor people don't have the cash in the first place. So if you can have public works, they do two things. One, they are getting money where they are working to rehabilitate the irrigation, they are rehabilitating the roads, they are building bridges, they are doing earth dams. What those do, they are creating the medium to long-term capacity to deal with drought in future. So it's both an investment and a help. And I think countries like BRICS, they probably that will resonate with their kind of development model.
The Zimbabwean government launched an international appeal for $1.6 billion, which will meet immediate supplementary food needs, but also bolster its resilience in the future.
Zimbabwe has projected what it needs to kind of cope with the drought now, help the animals survive and human beings survive, while also creating the basis for the next transition in terms of the next phase when they are recovering from the drought.
Funds raised now will import about 800,000 tons of maize and help set up or rehabilitate defunct irrigation projects and rebuild the national herd. The current drought has already claimed more than 16,000 cattle, and more than a third of boreholes have dried up in the worst affected areas. Farai Makutuya, CCTV, Harare, Zimbabwe.